I personally know what kind of difference having a proven Facebook ad strategy made for my own business. I went from doing $100 profit days to a few $1,000 profit days once I finally had a proven Facebook ad system in place. Welcome to 2020 and welcome to a world of changes that is about to hit Shopify, dropshipping, and Facebook ads. There's three main things that I found I needed to change in order to set myself up for success in the coming year and the following years afterwards. By the end of this video, you're gonna understand those three specific things that you need to do and how to actually implement them into your business. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm super happy to have you here. I drop a minimum of 2 videos per week, always really high quality, just like this one. So don't forget to subscribe before heading out so you don't miss out on any new releases. If you could take 1 second and hit that thumbs up button, it really does help on my channel and it's greatly appreciated. So let's start the breakdown of the 3 things that you must do today to set yourself up for success with Shopify, dropshipping, and Facebook advertising in 2020. Number 1 is improve your shipping times. Having great shipping times has never been more important. In 2019, Facebook implemented the feedback system. So whenever a customer makes a purchase off a Facebook ad, a few days later sometimes, they're gonna see a survey on their newsfeed that asks them how their experience was with your company. They give them 3 options: negative, neutral, or positive. They then ask them what was either negative or positive about the experience. Was it shipping times? Was it customer service? Was it the product quality? And if your shipping times are slow, a lot of times they haven't even received the product when the service gets shown. So they're gonna rate it negative, and they're gonna rate the shipping times is absolutely horrible. This is gonna eventually lead to a bad feedback rating for your business, causing your ads to receive a delivery penalty, and then that will eventually lead to your Facebook ad account being disabled. And too many of those can lead to your entire business manager being disabled, and too many of those will lead to your entire Facebook account being disabled. That is a horror story that I see happening way too often. So how can you actually improve your shipping times? Well, there's a very obvious way to do this that I'm sure you realize already, and that is moving your inventory to the USA and actually holding inventory instead of drop shipping it outside from China or Shenzhen, etc. This is an expensive upfront investment to actually buy all the inventory and then work with a third-party supplier. But it is a very reliable way and honestly the best way to improve your shipping times. But there is another option. A lot of you are probably thinking, oh, he's gonna say sourcing agent. While that is an option, that's not what I was about to say. I've actually found a way to work with AliExpress suppliers and get 6 to 8 day shipping times. How is this possible? Well, there's really 2 aspects that it comes down to. The first one is ensuring you're working with a quality supplier. When I'm looking for suppliers via AliExpress or Alibaba, I'm looking for at least 2 years of their store being run, and you can see the length of time that they've been in business. I'm looking for a 98% or higher feedback rating. And then I'm also looking that they have verified business documents on AliExpress that I can ensure they are running a legitimate business. That's the first 3 aspects of a supplier that I look for before moving on to the next phase. The next phase is then contacting the supplier and negotiating a setup with them. Tell them exactly what you need, your shipping time demands, your refund demands, your return setup, etc. You wanna make sure that the supplier can actually handle all of your needs. My current supplier that I'm using for the current brand I'm scaling was found through AliExpress, and I'm getting anywhere from 6 to 8 day shipping times from Shenzhen, China. So it's very possible, and it all comes down to ensuring they're a quality supplier and then negotiating specific aspects with them. So I recommend doing so. If you are having issues with a supplier, reach out to them, order a test sample first to test the product quality, and then tell them what you need. If they cannot meet your needs, then find a new supplier. There's countless amounts of suppliers out there, and there's a huge difference in quality from one supplier to the next. So do your due diligence and it's gonna pay off in the long term. This process truly works. One of my students in my current course actually use the same supplier that I reveal in there, and they're also getting anywhere from 7 to 8 day shipping times. So it's very possible to do. It's just all about finding a high quality supplier and then negotiating specific aspects of the supply chain. On to step number 2, you need to optimize your branding. A lot of your minds might jump straight to the hype that's going around one product branded drop shipping, when in reality, what your mind should be going to is building a brand, not the specific amount of products that are in your store. I'm not talking about the hype going around one product branded drop shipping. In my opinion, it's not about the amount of products that you have on your store. It's about building a brand that generates emotions when people come to your website. I've had multiple stores scale to $500,000 with multiple products on the website. As long as they are related to one another and they fit underneath your branding, they will be just fine and it will work okay. It does not matter how many products are on your website. It's all about whether everything fits in a seamless manner under your brand. So if you have a brand for ages 50 plus, you want to ensure that the branding meets that. You want to use, more formal professional colors. You want to use text that is legible for that age range. Whereas if you have a demographic of under 25, you can use more creative colors. You can use more up-to-date terminology and lingo that's found on TikTok and Instagram. It all comes down to your branding though. Don't focus on the number of products. Focus on optimizing your branding. Look at the data. See what age range, what demographics, what genders are actually clicking through to your website, making purchases, taking actions, and then optimize for that. The best way to do this is by finding publications targeted towards that same age range and that same gender, and then replicating what they're already using. These major publications know what they're doing when they're using specific language and terminology and colors and images. So if you can replicate what they've done, you will optimize your branding, increase your conversion rates, and find success. This is gonna allow you to have higher margins, and higher margins equal more profit, and more profit equals longer sustainability because you can scale harder and overtake your competition. So focus on optimizing your branding. The third thing that you must do today is implement a proven Facebook ad strategy. In my opinion, there's 4 criteria to ensuring that you have a solidified Facebook ad strategy. Number 1 is cost-efficient audience testing. Number 2 is understanding when an audience is ready to scale and putting it through a quality assurance phase. Number 3 is actually how to scale. And number 4 is how to automate your scaling and retargeting to improve profit margins and create that sustainable Facebook ad strategy. This is something that I'm always preaching, and I even saw it with one of my students who just started my course 3 days ago. They have a $75 product that they're getting a $6 cost per purchase for now that they've implemented this proven Facebook ad strategy that I teach. So when I'm launching a new brand or a new product, and even when I'm at scale, I use cost-efficient audience testing. Basically, this involves me testing audiences with a cheaper objective other than the purchase objective. So I'll use an add to cart or initiate checkout. I then gauge the analytics after a very minimal amount of ad spend. Based off those analytics, I can compare it to a previous baseline. If it passes cost-efficient audience testing, I'll move it over to a purchase objective campaign where I'll let it spend anywhere from $20 to $30 per day and gauge the results. Once I see it perform and have some promise in that phase, I move it over to another phase called quality assurance. This is where I really see what a audience is made up of and whether my ads can handle scale. I'll designate a little bit higher budget and once again gauge the results. If it passes quality assurance, then I'll move it to a scaling phase where the profits really start kicking in. And at this scaling phase, I implement automations that up my budget anywhere from 30% to 40% per day to ensure that my CBOs don't lose optimization and go back into a learning phase. So it's all about having these 4 aspects nailed down to move an audience from cost-efficient audience testing to a point of scale where you're generating thousands of dollars a day in profit. If you don't have a proven Facebook ad strategy in 2020, you're gonna spend so much money that is going to go straight down the drain with no results. Facebook ads have become more expensive. It is becoming more saturated. But then again, it is becoming a more optimized system. Their AI is getting better. So it's all about understanding how to get from the point of testing to scale in a timely and cost-efficient manner. So implementing a proven Facebook ad strategy is key. If you are just launching purchase objective campaigns at random budgets per day based off different YouTube videos you've watched, it's going to be very difficult to find success with that in 2020. So spend some time doing some research and doing your own testing. I have a ton of content explaining these concepts in depth. I'll link everything down below in the description. I highly recommend checking it out. Dropshipping in 2020 is still going to be incredibly profitable. The online e-commerce industry is always growing, but you do have to do things slightly differently in order to find that success that you desire. The 3 main aspects that you need to improve today are your shipping times, you need to optimize your branding, and you need to implement a proven Facebook ad strategy. as soon as possible. Once you have these 3 things implemented, I promise you, you will see better results. You will see more consistency with your business and your advertisements. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. If you haven't yet, make sure to go join up on the Facebook group, where we have a very active community constantly providing valuable tips and strategies to improve your e-commerce business in Facebook ads. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Dylan out.